Why are they screaming?
Yeah.
Because they're crazy.
Who made this?
Crazy Rich Humans time. Today we talk Roman, we talk food.
Yes. So these days I have had a lot of interest in how do rich people live, because I heard that if you imitate how rich people live, you can maybe one day become rich.
Oh, is that a fact? Is that what they say? If you imitate how rich people live. What do you mean imitate how rich people live? There can't be the same spending habits.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why I
You'll bankrupt in a week.
That is not the path. That's the opposite path.
But the book I read says if you act like a rich person, you will become rich.
Interesting.
Or if you think like a rich person,
Okay.
you will become
Like
rich.
having the attitude, I guess.
Yeah. But the thing is, while I was reading this book, I was actually having, like ramyeon, like 2-minute noodles,
Right.
like instant ramyeon. So I was thinking, what do rich people eat? So I just wondering, like, what is the most expensive food that you ate?
Expensive is a relative term.
Sure,
Right?
sure.
What is the most expensive?
Well, most expensive, I don't know. But when you asked the question, the first thing that came to mind for me was I think I had some tteokbokki in Singapore.
Whoa.
That was like $20 or something.
$20.
Yeah, $17. Korean food in Singapore is really, really expensive.
Well, I'm in the wrong country then. I should just, make my own tteokbokki stand over there.
Well, yeah, you remember the story of the kimchi powder?
Oh, yeah.
She should have gone to Singapore instead of
Yeah.
Manila. Maybe that never would have been invented. Who knows?
Well, Korean food is expensive in Australia as well.
Yeah, Korean food. I mean, any country's food outside of that country will probably be more expensive than the source.
Yeah, I remember soju was like $18 a bottle as well.
In Vancouver, they say so. A bottle of soju is like $15 or something like
Well,
that.
I am in the wrong country. I'm just kidding.
Pad Thai.
Yeah.
If you go to Thailand and get pad Thai,
It's like $2.
That's true, yeah.
it's like $1.50 or something.
Right.
But yet you order it here from a restaurant, it's like what, 12,000 won or something
Right.
like that. So yeah, it's a relative. Relatively speaking, what's something you've paid a lot for, Kate?
I would say it was like a course meal at some high-end hotel restaurant. One of those like up high on the the hotel.
Lovely.
In Korea?
Yeah, in Korea, it was like a 4 or 5 course meal with pretentious amounts of portions.
Oh,
It's
yes.
just like,
Yes, exactly.
you
Yeah.
eat one bite and you're done.
What do they call that? An amuse-bouche.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So I've just been like doing a lot of research, right? And I found this story, and it talks about biryani. Do you know what biryani is?
Indian rice dish, right?
Yeah, it's like a big plate, and it has multiple types of rice on it, and it has multiple types of meat and everything like that on it.
Oh.
And this one in particular is
Yep.
in Dubai, and it is like covered in 24 karat gold leaf pieces of paper.
It's like biryani for Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
24 karat biryani. Doesn't roll off the tongue, does it?
Yeah, exactly. And then the
Wow.
whole plate is like 24 karat gold.
Wow.
The whole plate.
So it's over 3 kilos for the whole meal. And it's meant to be a sharing dish, right?
Okay.
But it's so heavy that you need like multiple people to help finish
Goodness me.
Oh my gosh. I was worried there for a sec when you said 3 kilos of gold. I'm like, are you supposed to consume all of that by yourself?
20.
That's what I couldn't figure out. How are you
Right.
supposed to eat the gold?
24, maybe it's just mostly for display. 24 karat rice, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that will lead us into our topic of what rich people eat, or at least some of the more expensive dishes, and we'll find out what those are. We'll find out what's on Roman's list after Kiara Gold. How much was that biryani dish, by the way?
So it's sold in Dubai, and it's 1,000 dirhams, which is about $270 US,
Oh, is that all?
or about 30만 원.
I'll take 2.
Yeah.
All right, so expensive dishes today. Tell us about some, Roman.
Yeah, so the next most expensive thing that I could find was the world's most expensive hot dog, which is sold in Seattle.
Is Seattle famous for its hot dogs? Or just this particular hot dog?
Well,
maybe?
Seattle's got a food truck culture, and this is a particular food truck that sells these hot dogs.
Nice.
And the hot dog is a foot long, so it's quite big,
Right.
30 inches, so 30 centimeters. And it has like smoked cheese, bratwurst with butter teriyaki, grilled onions, mushrooms, wagyu beef,
Whoa.
and truffles, caviar.
Oh.
And it comes in like in a pretty expensive bun, but you have to give them 2 weeks notice before you order.
Oh, for a hot dog.
For a hot
Hello,
dog.
I'd like a hot dog in 2 weeks, please. That's kind of a... Okay, so with this kind of dish,
Right.
it's kind of like a novelty thing
Sure.
that you would order maybe as like a gift for someone's
yeah.
birthday or something.
Or if it's like your first date and you want to show off.
Yeah,
I mean,
just grab some hot dogs and you made a call like 2 weeks in advance and you're trying to like impress this lady
Yeah.
or friend.
While you're sitting in a park eating this
Yeah.
expensive hot
This
dog.
is
Yeah,
what I eat
but-
every day.
Yeah, but you're still eating a hot dog though, essentially, right?
So guess how much this hot dog is?
well, you mentioned caviar.
Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truffles.
Yeah.
How expensive is this bun?
$169
For the bun or for the hot dog?
for the whole hot dog.
For the whole thing.
For one hot
Wow.
dog.
$169. So if you have that with your biryani,
And then
you're well over $400 for a hot dog and some rice.
and then if you have a drink, it's even more expensive
yes,
with that.
exactly.
Right.
Like I said, this is probably a novelty, I would think.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
too many. But you can order this from a food truck, though.
From a food truck, so it's a really popular food truck because of that.
I like it.
And you have 10 customers a day.
I've never had caviar, by the way.
Oh yeah, I haven't either. I
What?
assumed they would kind of just taste like salty.
Is caviar, when you get, I don't like it. I always scrape it off. But if you get some rice dishes here in Korea, or maybe you get some chobap, and they put
Right.
the orange circle things,
Oh, like the roe.
the roe,
Yeah.
right? Is
Yeah.
that considered caviar? Because
So-
that's fish eggs too, isn't
I was
it?
looking it up a few years ago, and apparently roe is just cheap caviar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's still caviar.
Technically, yeah, caviar is roe
What's the most expensive caviar that you've ever
that
had?
I've ever had. I was working outside a hospital somewhere in Australia, and someone bought me $200 a gram,
of
a
caviar.
gram of caviar.
For
Oh
1
my
gram,
gosh.
$200.
Yeah, 1 gram.
The most expensive is beluga, right? Beluga caviar that comes from the sturgeon fish. Am I correct?
Sounds about
Not
right.
sure. I think they normally say it by where it's located, like from the sea, like Caspian Sea caviar.
So how was the $200 caviar?
Yeah, it just tastes like fish.
Right.
$200 fish.
Exactly. And why are they putting caviar on hot dogs in Seattle? That's my next question. Who
Right.
wants a fishy hot dog? Ew. I've never said those two words back to back before.
Well, I was looking at what could we find that's expensive. So like Las Vegas, there's a burger. It's got Kobe beef and it's got Maine lobster in it. $777. $777.
I want more information about this burger after this. Here's
Yeah.
Sting, Fields of Gold.
But
6883 texted in and said that Seattle Tokyo dog food truck closed over 4 years ago for quote-unquote personal reasons, but had a bunch of health violations and poor reviews, apparently.
wow.
Oh no.
Tough to get by selling. How much was that?
$169 for one hot dog.
Tough to get by on that.
Seriously.
Plus, if you have other problems too. I misread that message the first time. It says that Seattle Tokyo dog food truck supposed to be read that Seattle Tokyo dog food truck. I read it as Tokyo dog food truck. I was like, oh, cool. You can get dog food from a truck. You should tell Heidi. She'll be thrilled.
Actually, that's a pretty good business idea.
I know.
That's what we call an ambiguous name.
Yeah.
All right. So, by the way, can you eat gold? Is that a thing? Is that safe to do?
Yeah, apparently I did some research because I was really curious, especially after the whole Birani story. It's like, how can you eat that much gold? Because I saw the picture, the whole thing, the surface is covered in like a gold flake, right?
Like cheese.
I know,
on a burger.
exactly like a cheese. Well, apparently it does nothing to your body.
Okay.
So it doesn't even, it just kind of passes through your body.
So it's completely pointless and it's just totally pretentious to cover your food in gold.
Absolutely.
What about this burger then you were talking about?
Well, I was talking about the $777 Kobe beef burger in Las Vegas. But since we're talking about gold, I wanted to say there's a pizza in New York, and it's called the 24 Carat Pizza. It's $2,700. And it requires 2-day advance notice. And this pizza has like the cheese, the caviar, platinum or cetra caviar, that is,
Oh.
truffles, and it has 24 karat gold leaves to top it off.
Yeah, again, I was wondering,
Yeah.
when people put in an order for these types of things, do you think the restaurant employees laugh at them?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
Did somebody order that $2,400 or 24 karat pizza again?
It's like, take
No,
a load of this guy that
Yeah.
just made this call.
Yeah.
Because I found out the 2,700 doesn't include tax or tips. So you still
Oh
have to
my
tip on
gosh.
top of that.
Unbelievable.
So imagine how happy the waiter would be.
I wonder what the
3,000.
I wonder
yeah.
what the markup is.
Seriously.
You know,
'Cause I don't
some
think-
dishes in a restaurant, the markup is, 10, 15, 20, 25%, 30 or more if it's a huge markup. Well, I wonder what the markup is on a $2,700 pizza.
Yeah, just order some like 24 karat leaves from online stores and just
get
like
them from
sprinkle them on
get them
pizza.
from Amablank and make your own at home. You'll
Yeah.
save yourself $2,000 maybe.
Well, then what I was so surprised is there's Sundays as well. In
Oh.
New York, like right next door, it's $1,000 for the Sunday. It's called a Golden Opulent Sundae, and it has vanilla ice cream
Yes.
with actual vanilla beans from Madagascar,
Oh.
and it has
Fancy.
24.
Actually, I'm
karat-
kind of impressed by this one so far for no reason whatsoever.
Because of
thanks.
the Madagascar vanilla beans.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
this
just like, I
one's
know that
also
movie.
covered in 24 karat gold leaves,
Yeah.
specialty chocolates, candied fruits, truffles, and caviar on your sundae.
What is up with caviar? Fishiness and ice cream don't go together.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, apparently rich
24
people have caviar with everything.
24
Ooh.
karat leaves and caviar. Throw it on anything and you can charge people $2,000. All right.